Hi, I'm Kate Ahern The Sangoma, and you're very welcome to the Sangoma TV. There have been many advances in technologies in my lifetime. I was born in the 60s, so the only way we had of recording ourselves was on a reel-to-reel tape recorder my mother had, a very old tape recorder. Whereas now I can actually do a recording on my telephone. I'd love to tell my kids this story about the TV. When we were growing up, we had to sit and wait for it to heat up. Not everybody had a telephone, for instance, in the houses growing up. And for those who did have a telephone, they actually had to go through an operator. So communication wasn't as readily available back when I was growing up. And over the years, we've seen huge advances now, and like every teenager has a mobile phone. And being the mother of two teenagers, I'm only too delighted that I have a way of communicating with them. So what I'm going to talk about today is actually, when does this need for communication overrule our lives, and when does it become too overwhelming or too stressful on our lives, and to recognize this. So we'd all have reasons to be on the email. Some of us are on social media. Television is available now to us 24/7. Our telephones, most people would have mobile phones, so we're available 24/7. So how then does this affect our health and our well-being? Well, I don't think our brain is actually meant to take in all of this information. It actually needs time to rest. So if you've been on the computer all day, or if you're available on the phone all day, and you might sit down and watch TV before you go to bed, it takes a long time for your brain to actually drop into a deep sleep after all that stimulus. So I'm going to give you two ways of limiting your stress from and overwhelm from the ability to communicate all of the time. So number one, log off, meaning limiting yourself on your computer. Say, okay, I'm going to go on for an hour in the morning, an hour in the evening, or whatever. But just limit yourself. It's not to say that you can't go on it, but it is to say you're going to limit yourself now. You're not going to be available all of the time. Secondly, if you're contactable by mobile, and if you've got a work mobile, well then just switch it off after 6 o'clock. And at least then you're giving your time to move away from work, to actually maybe go outside, have a walk. For those of you who do some form of practice, like, for me it's Reiki, for others it's yoga, maybe for meditation, or just even going for a walk. It's just giving your brain that time to actually rejuvenate and to relax a little bit. Okay? So I would love to hear your comments, as I'm sure there'll be many comments, and let me know what you find helpful in this respect, because, as I say, technology is wonderful, but yet we need to put it in context. So if you're not already receiving these emails, please, or these videos, please put your name and email address in the box above me, and I will send them on to you. And would love to hear your feedback and your comments, and I will talk to you next week. Thanks.